Well, hello everybody. We got a special one tonight. It's a Season 1 championship race. All the winners from the previous races getting together. They're gonna be heading down the track for the Season 1 championship. Look at that. I guess we're still cleaning up after the Corvette Super Sprints. That was a wild tournament. Here are your rules for today. 6 cars. 6 cars? It's actually gonna be 7. 7 cars go down, rotating clockwise each lap. 7-lap race, 7 points goes to first place for each lap, 6 points for second, and on down, most points wins the championship. Let's meet the drivers. This is Cupcake from Rust Belt Diecast Racing, winner of the Super Rad 80s Sprints. Next we got Mr. Dark of Dubious Diecast. He's your Royal Rumble champion. After that, we got your Take Team Sprints champions, Lily the Dog from Lily's Boneyard and Numbskull from Numbskull Racing. We're gonna have to see if they team up today or just every man for himself, or dog in this case. Next up is Missy G from Puff Racing. Missy G is your F1 versus Wagons champ. And then we got your Corvette Super Spins champ, Hades of Karmic Racing, that 2020 Corvette. Last but not least to qualify for this event is Daddy G. Daddy G holds the record for the fastest lap in Season 1. We're excited to have him on the grid today as well. This is Season 1 Championship for the Mullet River Sprint Track. I hope you're ready, because we are. Let's head on up to the grid. That is Cupcake on the pole position. Takes one down to the carousel, gets a nice little lead. And the hole shot coming around Hang 10 corner through the Phil Collins corner. Cupcake's going to take an easy one. Mr. Dark blocking will get second. Just outside Champ's corner, that is Daddy G upside down. Let's find out what happened in the replay. Here's the view from the start cam. Cupcake takes me down to the carousel. Coming out of the carousel, watch Lily the Dog just start blocking all the way down this hill. As they get to the hard left, Lily Dog straightens out and they're side by side behind Cupcake. Daddy G's your tail-end car here coming through the Phil Collins corner and just flips it coming out of Phil Collins. Let's see what happens. Was on 2 wheels going through Phil Collins corner, flipped it coming through. That's that last car there, going for a ride. When you start 5th to 7th position, it's kind of hard to get points back there. So everyone does count. Check it out here how close Lily the Dog and Numbskull were. Numbskull barely got 3rd place here over Lily the Dog in the red car. That was close. Your finishing order is Cupcake. Mr. Dark, this is our new camera by the way. You can see the blurs going around the track. But it's Cupcake, Mr. Dark, Numbskull, Lily the Dog, Hades, and then Misty G. There are the points after 1 lap. Cupcake in the lead. Again, 7 points for first place, 6 points for second place. You can see how that works there. Let's go to your grid for lap 2. Mr. Dark will be in pole position, Numbskull next to him, Cupcake and Hades in row 2, Lily the Dog and Daddy G in row 3, and Missy G will be in the back. Those are the cars rotating clockwise. Let's go lap 2. Mr. Dark on the pole position takes him on down to the carousel. Gets the hole shot coming through the hard left. Someone flips in the back and Numbskull challenges for the lead. Can't get it. Mr. Dark blocks him. And there is chaos coming out of Champ's corner. We're going to have to see what happened here. That's a lot of points just left on the track. Hades is upside down. Cupcake is upside down. Coming through the carousel, a little bit uneventful, but Cupcake, who's in second, blocks everyone behind Cupcake. Coming down the hill, everybody gets a little squirrely in the Hang 10 corner. That is Hades up on the rail, Cupcake on the side. Coming into the Phil Collins corner, both of them roll. And that just blocks everyone behind them and stops them from finishing the lap. Everybody slides through Champ's corner, comes to a stop right after Champ's corner. In the meantime, that is Mr. Dark and Numbskull finishing the lap. Mr. Dark had to put a block on Numbskull. Numbskull had a ton of speed. Your finishing order, Mr. Dark and Numbskull. That's it. I like this new camera. It's kind of cool. A little blurry, but we'll figure that out. New track coming pretty soon anyway. Here we go. Your standings after 2 laps. Mr. Dark with 13 points. Numbskull jumps up into second. Cupcake falls down to third. And everybody else just pretty much stays exactly where they were because of all the DNFs. Let's go to the grid for lap 3. Numbskull will be up front. Hades will be next to him. Mr. Dark and Daddy G will be in row 2. Cupcake and Missy G in row 3. Lily the dog all the way back in 7th. You really got to take advantage if you're in those first 2 rows. It's time to score some points. It's very hard once you get in that 3rd and 4th row. Lily the dog gets a bad start. Numbskull getting challenged here. Hades goes up on the rail again and flips again. Numbskull gets an easy win. I believe Daddy G got 2nd in that lap. And there is Hades upside down. And what is that? Oh my gosh, that is Lily's top of her car. Let's find out what happens. I don't even know how Lily got over there. Lily had a rough start, hitting the starting gate. They all come through the carousel. That is when Numbskull takes the lead. Lily's still sliding down sideways. I'm being told Lily's back wheel is a little bit crooked now. I'm not sure if it happened before or after this lap. Hades ended up back up on the rail, challenging Numbskull. Just couldn't get past Numbskull. Flips it again in the Phil Collins corner. Just like he did in the 2nd lap. Numbskull brings it home with a big lead coming out of Champ's corner as Hades holds everyone else back, but this time, instead of all the DNFs, everyone does get by Hades. One more time. Watch all these cars just get around. Great drive, a little bumping from Missy G into Cupcake there to get both of them past that finish line. Your finishing order is Numbskull, Daddy G, then it's Mr. Dark, Cupcake, and Misty G. One more time, look at Lily the dog falls, coming on the Hig 10, and if you look over by the finish line, you can actually see a weight from the inside of Lily's car hit that black curtain when the cars cross the finish line. That's crazy. Numbskull and Mr. Dark tied for first place, both with 18 points. Cupcake sitting in 3rd with 11. Hades keeps flipping over in the Phil Collins corner, sitting back there with 3 points. He's going to be on the pole position this lap, with Daddy G right next to him, Numbskull and Missy G in the 2nd row, Mr. Dark and Lily the dog in the 3rd row, and Cupcake all the way in the back. For some of these cars that spent the first 3 rows in the back, they're starting to creep up to the front here for these starting grids. It's time to score some points. Lap 4, Hades brings him on down to the carousel. He gets the whole shot, but Daddy G challenges coming through the Hang 10. Daddy G passes and gets the win. Hades blocking to take 2nd. I thought I saw, did Numbskull go off the track and back on the track? I'm pretty sure we lost Mr. Dark somewhere along the way as well. Everybody gets to the carousel and down the hill okay. No one's blocking, everyone's just going straight, coming through the hard left with a lot of speed. Oh, and that is where Mr. Dark gets shoved off the track. Watch the green car in the back get shoved off by the white car. Boom, there he goes off the track. Mr. Dark and Cupcake are probably gonna have some words after this. Coming through the Phil Collins corner. Everyone's still got a lot of speed. And watch the purple car go all the way off the track, trying to make the pass on Hades. Cannot do it. There he is off the track, and just great driving. Rams into Hades. That slows Hades and Numbskull down. And watch Missy G takes advantage of it and will pass Numbskull right at the line for 3rd place. That takes a combination of great driving and a lot of guts to try to pull that pass off. Unfortunately, just couldn't do it. Your finishing order is Daddy G, Hades, Misty G, and then Numbskull, Lily the dog, and Cupcake. Some much needed points for everyone besides Mr. Dark. Mr. Dark does fall to 2nd with Numbskull, your new leader for the first time today. Cupcake still in 3rd place, tied with Daddy G, Misty G with 10 points, Hades with 9 points, Lily the dog with 7. Daddy G, Misty G, any relation? What do you think? I don't know, but they're going to be in the front row together. Hades and Lily the dog will be in the 2nd row. Numbskull and Cupcake back in the 3rd row. Mr. Dark, he's starting way back in P7. He's going to have to do some work to get back in 1st place here. That is Daddy G on the pole position, heading down to the carousel. Hades right behind him, trying to catch up. Maybe pass him like Daddy G did, and Hades goes off the track, spinning. I believe Misty G got 2nd place there. And there is a pile of cars right at the finish line. Let's take a look at the replay and see what happened there. I think Hades was spinning and somehow still finished. Coming down the hill, everyone's got some speed going into the hard left. Hades somehow comes out of the Hang 10 corner with too much speed, Wheels get up in the air, somehow does a 540 McTwist, lands on Numbskull, and still finishes the lap. Kind of wonder if Hades looked at Numbskull after the last lap and said, "Oh, you can go off the track and back on again? Hold my beverage and watch this." Spins 1.5 times off the track, lands on Numbskull, and still finishes the lap. In the back here, Numbskull gets in the way of Lily the dog, who slides to a stop. Cupcake tries to get around but ends up on the edge as well. Mr. Dark sees both of those cars stopped and just says absolutely not and pulls the handbrake and slides to a stop. What? Look at that 540. I still can't believe that Hades did that. Mr. Dark is that last car coming around the corner right now. He sees the pileup happening at the finish line. He's like, nope. Pulls the handbrake, slides to a stop. Lily just coasts forward, runs into Mr. Dark, and that's that. Your finishing order for lap 5 is Daddy G, then Missy G. Numbskull pushes Hades across, so it's Hades and then Numbskull, and then a triple DNF right at the finish line. After 5 laps, that's Numbskull in the lead with 26 points. Daddy G needs to catch up. Currently in second place with 20 points, Mr. Dark still in third place, even though he hasn't gotten a point in the last 2 laps. Here's your grid for lap 6. Missy G will be up front in that pole position. Lily the dog will be next to her. Daddy G and Cupcake in the second row. Hades and Mr. Dark in the third row. Numbskull all the way in the back. Let's see if the other drivers can take advantage of the race leader starting in P7. This is Misty G taking him on down to the carousel. Gets the whole shot, and that is Daddy G right behind her. Someone flew off the track. Misty G takes a lap. Daddy G finished upside down, I believe in second place. What a crazy race. People finishing laps upside down, cars spinning off the track, back on the track, finishing laps. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Speaking of dogs, watch Lily the dog get pushed off the track by Cupcake coming out of the hard left. Mr. Dark also went off the track heading into the Hang 10 corner. Everybody else heading through the Phil Collins corner. Daddy G trying to hold it together coming out of the Phil Collins corner, but yeah, you know who tipped him over again too. That's Cupcake. Just causing chaos. But Daddy G has so much momentum. He still finishes the lap in second, and it kind of bites Cupcake in the butt here because watch this. Hades comes with so much speed, pushes not only Daddy G across the finish line, but Hades also gets in front of Cupcake. For the finish, your finishing order is Misty G, Daddy G, Hades, Cupcake, Numbskull. There's another shot of Lily the G taking a long fall, and Mr. Dark also taking a fall off the track. After 6 laps, here's your standings. Numbskull out in front with 29 points. Daddy G catching up with 26 points. Misty G with 23 points. With 1 lap left, those are the only 3 people that got a chance to win. Let's check out the grid for lap 7. Lily the dog will be on the pole position, Cupcake next to her. Misty G and Mr. Dark will be in row 2, Daddy G and Numbskull in row 3, Hades all the way back in 7. What we're really watching here is Misty G, that green station wagon starting in P3, and then the third row, that's Daddy G and Numbskull. Here is Lily taking them on down to the carousel, gets the whole shot, spins going through the hard left. Misty G right behind her, Daddy G challenging for third. Numbskull gets 4th, Hades in 5th place, and there is 6 and 7, Cupcake and Mr. Dark, and I'm not sure what happened to those 2 guys. Cupcake, Mr. Dark, and Lily the dog have been playing bumper cars all day long. We don't fix cars in the middle of a race here at the Mullet River Sprint Track. That means Lily the dog's car in front here is just the body sitting on top of the chassis, still showing what she can do and how great of a driver she is. Watch this, Mr. Dark getting back at Cupcake for some shenanigans earlier. Cupcake was already on the edge, and you can just see Mr. Dark smile from up here. He knew he could win the race, so why not get some revenge on Cupcake? One last replay of lap 7. Let's go to the Sky Cam. Your finishing order for lap 7 was Lily the dog, Misty G, Daddy G, Numbskull, and then Hades. Man, these cars have been through it today. A lot of bumping, a lot of flipping. Let's look at the final standings for Season 1 Championship. Numbskull is your champion. Congratulations, Numbskull. Daddy G comes in second with 31 points. Closed in, but just needed a couple more laps. Missy G, great job with 29 points. Hades did great for flipping so many times in the Phil Collins corner. Mr. Dark came shooting out of the gate, got 18 points in the first 3 laps and never finished another lap. Cupcake finished first on the very first lap, then didn't have much luck for the rest of the day, so decided to have some fun. Lily the dog came in here, took a couple dives off the track, broke a wheel, broke a car. Didn't have much of a chance, but was still out there doing her thing. Congratulations to Numbskull, Season 1 champ. You got another trophy coming. Thank you everybody for watching. This was a lot of fun for me. Season 2's on its way, but first we're gonna kind of update the track, make some changes. We already got cars coming in for the That 70s race. That one's gonna be next. We appreciate all the drivers and cars that entered this race. Thank you so much. See ya!